everybody. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of you moms and to the people, the few of you that have moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to your moms, to your wives, to your kids' moms, of course, right? It's very, very important that we say that we honor these women. For goodness sakes. It's so important. I hope everybody had a delightful Mother's Day. I did. It was nice. Nice around here, right? It's sunny here in Virginia. What's up, everybody? This is Green Bean, and welcome to episode 116 of GreenBean's Jets Pod. Here we go, man. Trucking into this off season like we do. It's been the off season for a long time, but we're going into the off season. You know what I mean? You know the difference? You see the difference? There's the off season, and then there's the off season. Well, we're going into that, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep talking Jets. We have much to discuss on this Mother's Day weekend, Monday. Here we are. Happy Monday to all of you. Thank you for stopping by. I am grateful that you guys come and hang out with me for a little while. This is a fun thing to do for me, so I appreciate you being here. Guys, before we get rolling into a little bit of contract news, a little bit of schedule news, and we have some Hard Knocks deconstruction. Is it as bad as we think it is for the Hard Knocks team? Is it a distraction? We finally get this good team and they're going to distract us with this crap. Is it that bad? Let's take a look at that in the Intelligent Gripe today. Before we get started, guys, I do want to remind you quickly how important and appreciated it really is. If you guys give me those milk thumbs, yoo-hoo! All right. Yoo-hoo. That's what came out of my face. Yoo-hoo. Remember Yoo-hoo? I haven't had a Yoo-hoo in a long time. Is that any good? What's in there now? It used to be chocolate and milk or some water. I don't even know. It wasn't chocolate milk, right? But it was something weird. Anyway, the milk thumbs. The milk thumbs. Give me that thumbs up button. It's right below the video. Click the button. It is appreciated. It helps us out a great deal. And if you have not subscribed to the channel here on YouTube, please do. It's the way that we grow. It's the only way, really, that we can grow on this platform. It is appreciated. Thank you to all who've done it. And if you're considering it, thank you as well. To you people on the audio side, the ever-growing audio side of things, thank you in particular as well. You guys know you can do a little review thing on whatever platform you're on, Apple, iTunes. I'm so old these days. Is iTunes even real? Is it iPods? I don't even know what's happening. Apple Watch? I don't know. Whatever platform, Google, Spotify, Apple, you can make a review. 5 stars is appreciated. 4 stars is okay. 3 stars. If you're in the 3-star, 2-star range, don't even bother. Why bother yourself? It's a headache. Don't do it if you're in that camp. If you're in the other side, go ahead. It takes a second. It's only a second. Takes us, you guys, don't worry, it's hard. You don't want to do it. So, guys, that is all appreciated. We do have a sponsor for the show as well. The one and only Manscape, the finest in below-the-waist men's grooming with amazing, legendary products such as the Lawnmower 4.0, the finest buzzer you can buy with the flashlight, the spotlight, they call it. I'm telling you, it is a game changer. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know, man. Believe me, if you take care of down there and you've been doing it the caveman way for all these years, just wait till you get your hands on a Lawnmower 4.0. It's gonna, as soon as you hit the button, the flashlight goes on, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna go, holy cow! Everything's different. Is this what happens down here? That's what you're gonna be looking for. I'm telling you, it's nuts. No pun intended. Woo-wee, we're cooking today. I use Manscaped products every single day. It's not even a marketing ploy or something like. It's the truth. I was using Manscaped before they sponsored. Now here we are working together. And you can save 20% off of your entire order when you go to manscaped.com. The link is in the description. Use the promo code GreenBean when you get to the checkout. 20%, poof, gone, just like that, right off your bill. And you also get free international shipping. What could be better than that, man? Lawnmower 4.0, beard hedger, weed whackers, colognes, crop revivers, deodorants, all sorts of great products. 20% off, free shipping with Manscaped, promo code GreenBean's. So guys, let's dive right into this. We do have a short player profile, a short one. It's episode 116. And we're going to take a quick look at who's wearing number 6. Now, who's been wearing number 16 on the roster for a couple years? It's been Jeff Smith, right? Jeff Smith, the polarizing Jeff Smith. Why is he so polarizing? Well, because the Jets, the Mike LaFleur-led offense, has chosen to prioritize Jeff Smith over Denzel Mims for reasons nobody can quite figure out. Denzel Mims has had more of an impact in the limited snaps that they've given him than Jeff Smith, who was widely given, for the last 2 years, significantly more access to the team, the field during games. Mims is inactive. When he comes in, he gets 2 catches. He gets a 41-yard bomb. He gets he turns a 10-yarder into a 58. It's just a weird thing. But Jeff Smith, God bless him, has talent and everything. They said he was going to be Brad Smith. Didn't exactly work out that way. But now he's not here. We have another guy temporarily wearing the number 16. Anybody know who it is? No, it's not Vinny. I know at least one of you guys said, Vinny! I know it. There's no doubt. If you're that guy, put it in the comment because I know it happened. And the truth is, I was going to do a whole Vinny Testaverde thing. I just chose not to. Like, why? But I know you said it, you bastard, because that's a good, and we're going to talk about 1998 in a few minutes. We have to talk about that to get through to where we want to get to when we're talking about the subject in the intelligent gripe. We got to go through 1998, and subsequently a little Vinny T action will happen later, but not right now. You know who it is. It's not Vinny. It's not Jeff Smith. It is Jason Brownlee. All right. You guys know Jason Brownlee. A couple people are real high on him. I'll admit I didn't know too much about Brownlee before we got him. He's an undrafted free agent wide receiver out of Southern Mississippi. What do you think of that? Wearing the number 16, he's 6'2", $198. That's 200 where I come from, right? So what do you say about the guy? I mean, he's a long shot to make the roster, but we've seen long shots make it before. 2 that come directly to mind are Robbie Anderson, undrafted free agent, slight, troublemaker, academic suspensions in college at Temple, all sorts of stuff. He was like, this guy's going to be here for a week and he's going to be gone. He ended up becoming chosen. He was the chosen one now, you know. So he's Robbie Anderson, and the obvious one is Wayne Corbett. At one time, he was the 12th wide receiver on our depth chart. Now he's in the Ring of Honor as one of our legends. We all love Wayne. So who knows, man? Who knows about Jason Brownlee out of Southern Miss? But that's about it. That's all we got. So what are you going to do? We're rooting for you, Jason. Any 6'2", 200-pound wide receiver deserves to get a look. So from what I've seen, the Jets actually like him. They reported somewhere, I forget where it was, that he had a draftable grade. So, hey, if he's draftable guy, slid through, you feel like you got a gem, fantastic. Let's all root for Jason Brownlee. Keep an eye on him in OTAs and training camp before they got to make the cuts. Let's see what he can do, man. Jason Brownlee, the player profile-ish for episode 116. You notice I'm doing this today? I'm doing this a lot. It's cold in here. It's hot outside, so the AC is just blaring in here. And because I have it on automatic, just keep me at 70. I like it to be 7, not 71, not 69. So it's feeling cold, though. I'm like chilly, so I'm like warming myself up. That's what I do. So let's get right into, we have some things to talk about. Not the most action-packed week, but we have a few things. So let's dive right in to some schedule talk, some contract talk, in this week's News of the Week. So yeah, man, we have some contract news-ish, kind of, almost, rumors? That's what we'll call it. We'll call it a contract rumor. The rumor is that the Jets and Aaron Rodgers are actively working on some sort of restructure and or renegotiation. I would love to see them tear this terrible contract up and just start over and say, bro, look, we'll give you 28 million, 30, whatever the hell it is, 35 million for 2 years, and then we'll visit it then. I'm not sure how possible that is. I know that they had to restructure some things, so it's going to be a minute before they can really do anything. But here's what it looks like. So Aaron Rodgers costs $1.2 million against the cap this year, which is beautiful, right? As far as the cap goes, he counts the lowest out of any starting quarterback in the NFL. Well done. Well, the problem is next year he goes up to well over $100 million on the cap. And they can get it down to the 70s if they do this thing over here. And hey, 70 million's a lot, man. I know the only reason 70 million sounds like a deal is because it's at over 100. And I've seen even 150 million. So it's not very, very good. We're going to have to do something. Now, one of the ways that they're thinking about doing that is to spread it out into some voidable years, maybe even try to coerce him to stay for a year 3, maybe a year 4. If he's having a really good time and he's revitalized and he's Mr. New York and everybody loves him and everything's going well and we're winning rings, maybe he stays here for a few more years. They can spread the money out to incentivize him staying for a 3rd year. Like, hey, look, we're going to put this in here. We can't do more than that here. You understand? We got to lose everybody if you make that much money. He works with you and you put it into year 3 and then he stays to get it. If it's a $40 million year 3 or something like that, then he's like, you know what? I'll hang out for $40 million. Why not? Why not? 40 million, that's enough for me to stay. That's enough for me to shoot the breeze with you guys for a little bit longer. So we're looking at that. Now, no matter how you slice it, something needs to be done. It's not a joke. This is one of the reasons that I feel like the trade deal wasn't in our favor. Like, it's not the worst, and I don't care. If he comes and he wins us the Super Bowl, gets us into the championship game in the next 2 or 3 years, we're just a dominant team, and it's worth it, right? It is. That said, you should have stuck this down Green Bay's throat. Like, dude, you're nuts. If you think you're getting a 1st-round pick next year and I got to eat all that, you are drunk, and hang up the phone. Let them know, I'm not playing. I'm not playing with you in that one. That's kind of how, I don't know the whole relationship, but that's how I see it. They should be eating half of this or something like that in order to get that first next year. It is what it is. Again, here we are. We needed him on the roster. We got him. We got the guy. The whole organization's all buzzing and revitalized. Fantastic. Now we got to figure out the money. Let's see what they do. I hope they come up with something interesting. Aaron Rodgers, he's out there saying that he knew the contract would have to be, quote, massaged. So maybe they're out there massaging the contract. That'll be good to see and see how that goes. Now, the other thing is the schedule. The schedule dropped. We were live. We had a great time. We all discussed what we thought. I think on the Talking Jets panel, on our Talking Jets channel, we came up with 13-3 for the record. Matt O'Leary's out there. He's feeling better about an 11-5-ish kind of record. I, for one, am firmly in the camp. I don't care how difficult this schedule is. I see 17-0. That's what I see. 17-0. We're going to be the team to knock the damn champagne glasses out of the 72 Dolphins' hands. I'm sick of them having a toast every year. I hate it. It's going to be us. Of all the teams to do it, it's going to be us. 17-0, straight to the bowl. We're beating everybody and we're winning the damn ring. That's how I see it until I'm shown otherwise, and then I'll go from there. Realistically, I think this is probably a 12-13-ish win team comfortably, assuming we're healthy, right? I hate even talking about it, but that's what you have to do. We have a little bit of depth in some key areas, so that's nice to see. But this team stays healthy. I see 13 plus. I see 17-0, but 13 plus, let's say that. And it's going to be a good thing. Now, let's talk about the primetime games. I'm kind of bummed. We only get 6 out of 17 friggin' games. 6 of our comfy 1 o'clock Sunday games. I love 1 o'clock Sunday football. This is going to be a change. We all have to deal with certain aspects. Some things are easy. Some guys hate the helmet. I don't care about them. Some guys hate this. I don't really. The 1 o'clock games, I'm like, no, that's my thing. I like 1 o'clock football, man. 4 o'clock I can deal with. A Sunday nighter here and there, I'm fine. I don't love Monday night. I get it. I haven't loved it in years. Ever since Dennis Miller came in, I don't know. I'm not the biggest Monday night guy. Thursday night kills me. Black Friday, I don't even know what that is. I hate it because I'm a cynical bastard right from the get. That's just how I go. But I don't know what it really is. I hate it, but I don't really know, So let's see. We have technically 6 primetime games. Really, they're calling it 5 primetime games with the 2 Monday nights, the Sunday nights, and the Thursday night. But we have that Black Friday. They're not calling that prime time, and technically speaking, it's not. It's at 3 p.m., but there's no other team playing that day. So it's us against the Miami Dolphins, a division rival, no less. So we're the only game on the day after Thanksgiving, and that's prime time to me. I mean, there's no other NFL game on, and it's us just because it's 3 o'clock. That doesn't make it not prime time. So it's prime time. That's 6 showcase games. Matinee, is that a word that we would use? So showcase games, we have 6 of them, which is new for us. Now, this is obviously the Aaron Rodgers effect. Although I think with Sauce and Quinnen and Brees and Garrett, I still think that we would have gotten a smattering of them. I think we would have made it to Monday night. I think we would have made it to Sunday night this year, no matter how you slice it. But 5 with Black Friday, 6 is a big deal, and I think that's Aaron Rodgers. Hey, man, we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to change everything this year, or we have an opportunity to utterly embarrass ourselves and just show the world that we're the Jets on Showcase that we've been. But I don't think that's going to happen. I feel really good. I've chosen to buy in, man. Are you still a little resistant? I can feel that. I get it. I'm nervous. I'm spooked. I believe in jinx. I wish everybody would shut the hell up and stop saying good things. I'm all about that stuff. At the same time, you know what? There's no reason not to enjoy this, guys. There's no the NFL's recognizing it. Vegas is recognizing it. Everybody's out there. Maurice Jones-Drew, who's traditionally tough on the Jets, said 13-4 or whatever. So, I mean, everybody's out there saying positive things. It's rare. Dude, you're getting served filet mignon just because you got to eat gruel for a year straight. It doesn't matter. Eat the damn filet mignon and enjoy it. Go, this is freaking good. May I have some horseradish béarnaise, please? Go ahead. Eat the damn horseradish. Rub the béarnaise on there. Maybe get some truffle fries. Enjoy it. Just because you got slop coming tomorrow morning doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. And that's where I am. And so I think it's good for us. It's nice to see, and we deserve it, quite frankly. I will say it's hard to predict which side of the schedule is going to be tough. Last year we thought the front end was brutal. We did great. The back end was easy. We sucked. So I mean, it looks like the front end pre-bye is a tough one, right? We got we got Philly, we got the Chiefs, we got obviously the Bills on Monday night opening weekend. We have the Pats. If people say, "Oh, we're going to crush the Pats," I'm with you. We're going to kick their ass, but we haven't beaten them in 14 games, so let's not forget that. That's tough too for whatever reason. It's going to be an interesting season, guys, and we're going to have a damn good time. And that's the news of the week. So let's talk some Hard Knocks. What do you think about that? No guarantee, right? We don't know if it's going to be us, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be us. When I tell you this next thing, you'll see why. And let's talk about that in this week's Intelligent Gripe. All right, Hard Knocks. Well, what is the deal with Hard Knocks? Why the teams go on it? Why this team and not that team? Well, here's the requisite scenarios that need to take place. Number one, you can't have a rookie head coach. If you got a rookie head coach, you're removed from eligibility. The other thing is you can't have made it to the playoffs the last 2 seasons. Check. So far, so good for the Jets. The other thing is you can't have been on Hard Knocks for the last 10 years. So with us being on it in 2010, we qualify there too. Now, here are the other teams we're competing with to see who HBO and the NFL think would make the best TV. We have the Chicago Bears. They're pretty interesting. They have some stuff. Young quarterback, nice draft. They got a new organization up there, right? So they got some stuff. Then you got the Washington Commanders. They're kind of tired and old, right? They got the sale of the team maybe coming up. Okay. They got, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. Then you got the Saints. They got a new regime down there. They got, some stuff that they're doing. And then you have the Jets, the number one defense, the rookies of the year, offensive and defensive. And you got Breece Hall. You got the Quinnen Williams contract. And you got Aaron friggin' Rodgers coming from Green Bay to New York. I mean, Justin Fields. I don't know. Does it compare? Maybe in some people's eyes. I know Chicago feels it. But we are looking at a high probability that it's the Jets. So we gotta deal with this. We have to look at it. Now, what's the thing that we all say? Well, it's bad luck to be on the Hard Knock show. Every team sucks after Hard Knock. Well, is that true? Kind of. Here's the thing. There have been 15 teams to be on Hard Knocks. 6 of which have made the playoffs, so not so good, right? So not every team that goes on Hard Knocks is making the playoffs. Maybe is it because of the distraction? Well, when you look a little bit deeper, 9 of the teams had the same or a better record than the year prior. So what does that mean? It means that they're picking shitty teams, so it's hard to get from really bad all the way to the playoffs. So the playoff metric is kind of skewed. It doesn't tell the whole story. Now, then you have the Chargers when they had the 2 teams, the Rams and the Chargers on the same year. The Rams made the playoffs and the Chargers didn't, but that was the Justin Herbert rookie season where he kind of blew up the earth, 31 touchdowns and all that jazz. So it's not really as bad as it counts toward the no playoff side, but it actually was a pretty exciting and positive year for them coming out of the Hard Knocks thing. So let's take a look at how each team actually fared. So first we start with the Joe Douglas Turk episode, right? That was the 2001 Ravens. The Ravens went 10-6 and made the playoffs. That's pretty good, obviously. And then you followed that with the Cowboys, who were 5-11. They didn't do so well. We followed that with the Chiefs, who went 4-12, and then the Cowboys were back on it. And they went 9-7 and missed the playoffs, right? So it was kind of a weird start. They skipped a bunch of years. And then they've been pretty much consistent since 2009. Now, 2009 was the Bengals. The Bengals were 10-6 in 2009 after being on Hard Knocks. Now, they came from being 4-11-1 in 2008. So that's an uptick. That's pretty damn good. The Bengals sucked really bad, 4 wins, and then they come on in 2009. They end up winning 10 games after Hard Knocks. Then you have the Jets. The Jets were 9-7. We made it to the AFC Championship game in Rex's first year, and then we went up to 11-5. So 2 good years right in a row. Then you got the Dolphins, 2012. Now they were 7-9, missed the playoffs. But that's because they were 6-10 the year before. You see, so 3 in a row. It's actually an uptick. The Bengals come on again in 2013, and they were 11-5 after Hard Knocks. The year before that, they were 10-6. So they went up another game. So 4 in a row. Improvement with Hard Knocks. Is this not the story? So I was thinking it was there. Let's see if this balances out a little bit. So in 2014, we had the Falcons. They were 6-10, so they sucked after Hard Knocks. But they went up 2 games. They were 4-12 in 2013. That's 5 in a row, guys. Look at that. 5 in a row. Improvement. Now, in 2015, we have the Texans. They were 9-7 in 2014. They went on Hard Knocks. They were 9-7 again. So it's a push. It's not bad. It's not great, but it didn't seem to, maybe it hindered. Maybe they would have been 11 wins. Who knows? But either way, it didn't have any real impact that we can see. 2016, this is where it starts to change a little bit. The Rams were 7-9 in 2015, went on Hard Knocks, and they were 4-12 that year. Now the Bucs are another one. They were 9-7 in 2016, and then they come on in their 2017 Hard Knocks year, 5-11. That's 2 in a row. That's down now. Now we're right. Let's see. We got the push in 2015, so it's kind of the middle ground, and then we got 2 in a row that are bad. The Browns were 0-16 in 2017, came out on Hard Knocks 7-8-1. That is a major improvement. Now, again, I'm not saying that these are because of Hard Knocks. We're just looking at this curse, this distraction element that everybody talks about with Hard Knocks. Then you got the 2019 Raiders, 7-9 in 2019 after being 4-12 in 2018, guys. And we already talked about the Chargers and Rams, and who the hell was on it in 2022? Either way, they did fine. They made the playoffs, I think. So it's an interesting thing. Now, let's talk about the Jets. Now, we're all freaked out about the Jets. We're all freaked out about the Jets being on Hard Knocks. Is it a bad luck thing? Is it a bad news? Is it a curse? Guys, the last time the Jets were actually relevant, we were on Hard Knocks. 2010, we were 11-5 after having, the previous year we were 9-7, so we were okay, but we kind of snuck into the playoffs. 2010, we dominated, we kicked ass, and we went into the playoffs. Now, for a little perspective, you think, we were already a good team, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you how many times the Jets have been 11 wins or more, okay? You ready for this painful little segment? Okay, you ready? All right, the Jets had 11 wins in 1968. That was the year we won a Super Bowl. So that's very, very good. We were 11 wins, 19 out of 14 games, so that's different. But still, 11 wins, 1968 Super Bowl victory. 1985, we had 11 wins as well. We lost in the wild card game that year. I remember that year. Very, very shitty. But we lost, so we were 11-5 then. Then we were 12-4 with Parcells and Vinny Testaverde in 1998. That was an amazing year with Vinny Testaverde. Vinny Testaverde had a 61.5% completion percentage. He had only 3,200 yards, but he had 29 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. We only got to see 7 interceptions that whole season. Isn't that great? Isn't that crazy? So that year we were 12-4. You want to know how many other times? Once, 2010. And we haven't done it since. That's what we're really looking at. That's the truth of this. So maybe, just maybe, Hard Knocks is what we want to see. I know it's distracting. I get it. But we have the mental makeup, the fortitude, if you will, to weather such things. We have a collection of individuals that are known to be hardworking, driven, nose to the grindstone type of players. From the youngest to the oldest, nose to the grindstone, business-like players, whether that's Aaron Rodgers, Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Quinnen Williams, on and on and on and on. That's the team that they built. This isn't Sanchez with his unicorn stuff and Cromartie, and with all due respect, I love those guys, but it's a different team. This isn't Rex and let's go get a snack. It's a whole different thing. It just might be that this is exactly what we need. This showcase, 6 primetime games, including Black Friday, of course. 6 primetime games, Hard Knocks, Aaron Rodgers, Quinnen Williams contract, Sauce Gardner, everybody else. It's gonna be the biggest spectacle in the world without the potentially rocky element that Rex and crew brought. With all due love and appreciation for that man and the organization, truly, that shit's gone. Maybe it's the opposite of what we were thinking. Maybe it's the best damn news we could have hoped for, and that's the intelligent gripe. So yeah, man, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The off season is what it is. Guys, I hope you had a great time. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope you are happy. We are Jets fans. We're going to do this offseason together. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. And we're going to watch a good football season for once. With that all said, that's the end of our show. Have a great day. And as always, go Jets.